Greetings, everyone. On this video, about 4 young people were shot dead. This is in relation to a failed robbery with regards to an Uber. I want us to just watch this and hear what happened, what transpired. Unfortunately, these are young people that had a great future ahead of them, but due to bad influences and bad choices, this is what happened. Let us watch.
Early morning, I wish a good morning, but unfortunately it's not a good morning in our community with what has happened, especially on Youth Day. It dawned on me that our youth in the community can't celebrate as others in other communities. So on Saturday, 9 of our young men were gunned down, 4 fatally gunned down. And there are many conflicting stories. Some say it's an Uber robbery gone wrong, some say it's gang violence, but what really saddens me is that we are worried with the details of how it happened and what happened, when we should be focusing on the fact that 4 boys have now lost their lives, and that speaks to the future of this community. That speaks to the future of a family that is now gone, right? Whether or not the details were Uber robbery, whether or not the details were gang violence, our children are dying at a rate that it shouldn't be happening. Here we are celebrating Youth Day today. How are we celebrating in this community when we are mourning for the loss of our children?
What does drive the gun violence that does lead to the deaths of these young ones?
I think there's a lot of factors that we could say drive them. Remember, gangsterism is not per se only behavioral, but sometimes it's also a response to the neglect and the undermining of our community. And yes, we do admit and say that there is a behavioral issue, there is a substance abuse issue, but we also have to look at the other factors like the social economic issues, the fact that Eldorado Park is not getting opportunities, the fact that our young people sort of are always last on the list, right? And I'm by no means condoning any type of gang violence. I'm not condoning any type of issues that are happening here that are not supposed to be happening, but I'm saying if our children get the same privileges and the same opportunities as those in other affluent communities, this might not be the issue that we are facing today.
Good morning to you, Sakina, and to our SAPC viewers at home. It's very sad. It's a somber situation, a somber moment for some of the community members here in Eldorado Park. We spoke to them. Some of them did not want to be shown on television because they fear for their lives. But they told us that what is always happening here in Eldorado Park. When we were driving to this place with my colleague Tabi, so we saw a police car, and the police officials told us that this place is very dangerous, and they asked us where are we going, and we explained that we are from SABC News. They volunteered and they escorted us to the mosque where this incident took place. As you can see, my colleague Tabiso showing you see these police officers that Tabiso is showing you are officers that volunteered to escort us to come and cover this story, because they told us that it is very dangerous, extremely dangerous to move or drive around this place because of gang-related violence. So they told us, or they want us, that after this interview, Sakina, or after this crossing, we have to leave because we might find ourselves in trouble. But I can tell you that people here are scared. I have to introduce 2 young ladies who will be able to tell us more. Unfortunately, we can't show their faces because, as I have mentioned, they don't want to be victimized. Ladies, thank you very much for affording your SAPC your time during this difficult time. You can tell us what you know. What happened on Saturday?
Before I start with what happened on Saturday, I want to say we as a community of Extension 1 are crying for help. We are really crying for help because we are living we are living in fear. We as a community of Extension 1, we can't even walk most places in Extension 1 because we are scared. What I know is that on Saturday, it's half of our family and our friends. On Saturday, they took their other friends halfway to Extension 4. But the people of the extension 1 is telling too much stories and saying they wanted to rob. No, they never wanted to rob. Whilst they were walking, they came just to the mosque, and when they reached the mosque, a white Audi pulled up, and then that Audi started shooting on them. If really they wanted to rob a Uber, Uber does not drive around with a machine gun, and a Uber only has one gun. That was 3 guns. 3 different guns. Please, man. It's not the Uber. We are praying for help. Please, can you help the community of Extension 1? Our lives is really in danger.
I see there are police officers who are escorting us here. Do you see police visibility? Do you see police around here?
No. The police of Eldorado Park is afraid of the people of Extension 1. When we call for help, they don't come unless it's death. For anything, any other reasons, they do not come unless it's death.
This is the kind of life you are living here.
Yes, this is the kind of life. We are afraid to walk to certain places in Extension 1. We can't walk the certain way, the down way. We have to walk the up way. Our lives is really in danger.
Okay, let me introduce young men. Today we are celebrating a Youth Day. What can you say? Are you safe as ladies or young people here?
No, we are not safe because they are shooting our people in. As a youth, I don't even feel like enjoying this day because we lost too many brothers.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, those were 2 young ladies, as I have mentioned. We couldn't show their faces on television because they don't want to be victimized by gangs around here. They told us that they are scared. They are not even celebrating this Youth Day because it's difficult for them. Some of them, I have to tell you, they told us that they are not working, and when we tried to engage them, they told us that people are resorting to crime in this place, especially young people, because of the high unemployment rate in this community. So, as I have mentioned, that police officers are escorting us here. They told us that after this crossing, we had to leave because this place is dangerous.
This is very sad indeed. This is June 16, a day when we're supposed to celebrate the youth, emancipation, liberation, and embrace the future leaders of tomorrow. But unfortunately, this day brought the demise of 4 young people. Is this a result of bad choices? Are they victims of peer pressure? Are they just products of the environment? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And if you haven't subscribed, kindly do so you can get notifications every time we do an upload. Thank you.